Hello and welcome back to Bonnie Bags. I'm your host, the Sinister One, for Saturday evening, and by God, I hope this video is recording. so, um, this week is random, so um, I did watch a few films during the last course of the weekend and this week, and I just was like, what should I review? And then something came and hit me upside the head with a lead balloon. So I was just like, wow, okay, I really need to review this film because it really touched me. And um, the film is titled Tigers Are Not Afraid. And it's a foreign film, filmed in Distrito Federal, Mexico. So, um, and in the poverty um, part of the city, all of Mexico is not poor. There's a lot of rich, and the political and the cartel run places are very rich and beautiful. But here we have a poverty um, aspect of the lifestyle in that city, and we have some kids, like it's just basically you have a group of kids like the Losers Club that stick together and they're friends and they go on an adventure and they try to, you know, do battle with the evils in the world. So we have here some little Mexican kids and they're really strong and they have to grow up fast in order to survive against the cartels out there in the streets. So we have a bunch of kids living um, on a rooftop that's like their clubhouse. And then all of a sudden, this girl, her parents end up missing. So she has nowhere to go. So she ends up trying to befriend the Losers Club, basically. And they're just like, oh, you're a girl. We don't accept girls in our club. Shame on you. Get out of here. We don't want nothing to do with you. And so she's like the straggler, and they don't want anything to do with her. But they're all in this battle for the cartels together. So eventually they become allies and good friends. And the concept of the movie is these kids become uh, they get a cell phone and it's one of the cartel guys and it has evidence on it, and the cartels are like, we need to get those kids and get the cell phone back no matter what the cost is. So you know these kids are living in a rough environment, and what do? I mean, the only thing that's keeping them alive is the cell phone, and either they give it up, they die, or they fight till the bitter end and die. I don't know. It's one of those situations that not even the police can help. So they're on their own, and they have to come up with a plan on how to overcome the consequences of death. So, and I'm just gonna leave the movie right there because I've already explained enough. So, my final thoughts on this film. Um, this movie is a Shudder exclusive, so yes, It's basically a horror film, but not something that's gonna scare you and make you scream and all that nonsense. But it's very poetic, in my opinion. It was directed very well. The director had some elements in the film that are yes and no. I mean, did you have to go the whole spiritual animation kind of weird stuff? That's his style and that was his artwork. So I'm not gonna condone that, um, or condemn that. I'm not gonna condemn that kind of style of artwork. That's what he chose to do, and it didn't bother me at all. Um, and the dubbing, because it's Espanol, so they dubbed the film, and I can get past that. Like, it wasn't terrible dubbing, so I actually thought the dubbing was really well. So it's dubbing doesn't bother me unless it's Bob from Poultry. We all know that. But other than that, um, the story is really well made. I mean, the director really touched my heart with this film, and it was just boom. He got the point across. You know, really well um, across. Now, as soon as I was watching this film and I was, going through it, and I was about a half an hour into this, I already knew how this was going to be played out, how it was going to end. And I was very satisfied with that. Now, that's just me. That's just being a movie reviewer and watching movies constantly. I knew exactly where this was going and where it was going to end up. And the whole cover art, you may think this is a haunting cover art, but the cover art is the film. And, you know, no matter what, tigers are not afraid. And thank you for listening and to watching my review. And I thank everybody who has reached out to me and has said thank you for coming back and doing the reviews. I have gotten so much love from a lot of people, even coworkers and people out there in the horror community saying, "Thanks, Abby. We really did miss you when you were gone, and we're glad you're back. And you are a very special part of this world in the horror community." So I do appreciate all the love and support and the calls that I get and all that, especially from my Body Bags family. I love you. You'll always be a part of my heart and soul, and this means the world to me. And I'm very happy to be back. And um, watch this movie. It's really good. So I'll see you next Saturday. And what are we on? Sorry, I work shift work. So we're on the 19th. So I want to wish everyone a happy Merry Christmas and God bless. And I'll see you in the new year.